Alright, we're here at the church. Just wanted to walk through the exterior scope of work and what we'd be doing. So we'd be looking at all this blue siding on the church, and then also the kind of tannish beige trim color. We would not be doing the gutters or the downspouts. Those are being replaced. The roof is being replaced as well. So the gutters and downspouts would be replaced as well. So they will probably replace this flashing strip as well. So we wouldn't need to do any of the flashing as well. But obviously we'd be doing all the window trim, the siding, any kind of areas that have those two-tone colors. So you've got areas like this where you've got caulking issues. We talked about filling the nail heads all the way around the church, and you'll find them exclusively on the trim, but we want to make sure we fill those nail heads so that it doesn't swell where the nail head went in and exposed the trim board to moisture. So you've got this front section here, and then you've got obviously the upper section up there. Again, we're just doing the face here. This is all metal, which will be replaced, so we're not touching any of that blue. It would just be this tan under that. Window trim, siding above. You will see particular areas where you'll have caulking issues that need to be redone. You've got peeling in various locations as well, more so on the back, but especially this ridge all the way around the building, you've got substantial peeling. So we'll have to take some time there to recaulk as well anywhere on that board and batten that we see. And I'll try to find a good one here. So stuff like this, we'll need to recaulk anywhere on this board and batten siding. Just make sure we get that all sealed up so that moisture doesn't continue to get in there. And then same thing, any stress cracks that we've got, we want to make sure that we tighten up before we paint. Over here on this side, you've got, again, the nail heads that we want to make sure we fill in. Mostly on the fascia, some on trim boards. But then you've got this side, again, we're not doing the downspouts, we're not doing the flashing above, but we'd be doing all the tan and the blue underneath that. So again, got peeling in pretty much the same areas. These header boards above the window don't have flashing, so we talked about making sure we caulk really well on this upper ridge right there to protect it, because the only other way to protect it is installing flashing, and we can't get into that. So we talked about caulking that really well up there, because you can see how much it affects those boards and causes bubbling and peeling. More peeling again, same thing. So again, there's a lot of scraping on the building along that bottom ridge, and there's a lot of caulking that needs to be done, especially on those nail heads. So then you've got backside here. The fence will be also included in the quote. It is going to just go this blue color. We don't have to worry about cutting around any of these. We can cover all of these up, and then they will have someone else come in and do the artwork on that. So got this around back, got substantial peeling on a couple of these triangular end caps there. So stuff that we want to make sure that we scrape and prime before we paint. Got a little bit more on the back side. You can see there's been some hail damage. So, especially on this side, you can see where that hail damage occurred. So, and you can see how faded out it is. So we want to make sure we get a color or use a paint that holds the color a lot better. So then you've got the fascia and siding on this side, and then the fascia and soffit here. And that's pretty much it. Kind of the same thing around. We just need to make sure we do our due diligence on the prep along this edge right here, because that's where a bulk of the work is. And then we also need to make sure we go through and we fill all those nail holes in the fascia boards. So other than that, that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know. I'll be more than happy to help.